Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tana's Animal Facts. So, today I'm in half term and I have the craziest hair in the universe of hair, but you know what? Look, can I just... Look how... I have like shiny hair because I like washed it for once. Anyway, today I'm actually going to be not talking about like an animal facts, or I'm not doing a normal video. I'm actually going to be talking about something that, well, it is an animal, well, kind of, I don't know. You probably can tell by the title it's an environmental problem. And today I'm going to be talking about global warming. It's actually becoming a really serious problem right now, especially in 2018 we're noticing it. Well, we've been noticing it since ages, but especially this year we've been noticing quite a lot. Like this year, there has been so many like hurricanes, and like Hurricane Florence, which was like a really big hurricane that just hit America. It was so bad. Like sea levels raised, there were flooding, buildings were tons of people were left homeless. It was just so sad, and I'm so glad to be living in London where there's not any hurricanes or earthquakes or whatever. But there has been heat waves, and have you noticed that the temperature has risen lately? Like normally, right now it's okay, but like when the heat wave happened twice, and normally it isn't this warm during the autumn, especially one day when it was like really sunny and really hot, and people were coming in t-shirts. Now, that's not normal. And this all contributes to global warming. And global warming doesn't just affect the weather, but it also affects animals, especially humans and polar bears. But polar bears, you probably already know, but they live in the North Pole, and their home is becoming smaller and smaller by the second. Like right now, the ice cap is melting. Now, this is a big problem. One, because it's their home, and two, like they have to live in such harsh conditions. Like some polar bears are left in one little island and one iceberg, and they have to stay there for days. And even if they go swimming, sometimes it's too far away, and they die because they drown, or they die because they freeze to death and they're too tired. But not only die, they also die of starvation, because they can't, like, if they're stuck on one iceberg and there's like, I don't know, fish or some seal down there, like down over there, they can't swim towards her because that's too far. So, and they're too tired and they just give up. And this is a really upsetting photo. So any viewers that are like really sensitive, like just skip a few seconds forward. But this picture of a polar bear, it just breaks my heart, because it really, really makes me like think that we are ruining their habitat and their homes and basically their lives because of our unconscious actions. And it's our fault, but we're not doing this on purpose. I'm not saying that like, oh my god, it's your fault, you're doing it on purpose. I'm just like saying that we are, because of this global warming issue, they die in such painful ways and slow ways, and it just makes me really upset, because I remember when I first saw a photo of a polar bear, I just thought, oh my god, they're so fluffy. And even though they're the only man-eating human that will attack a human creature in the world, they're still really cute. And unless you're like really close to their cubs and you're just kind of like, I want to touch your cubs, obviously they're going to be like, excuse me, can you stop? Like, these are mine, you shoo, or I go attack on you. Polar bears, okay. In the 1950s, polar bears were like decreased. they were degrading them so fast. There were like 5,000 left in the world, like 5,000, and now it's 22,000. Now we have improved so much, and I'm so glad, because otherwise I wouldn't be seeing a polar bear if it weren't for our improving. But still, like, polar bears are dying by the second. A polar bear right now has died. Not only that, it's going to cause problems to us. Sea levels are going to rise because the ice caps are going to melt. It creates water, so it creates more and more water. Sea level rises, floods become more often, even here in London, which is, for me, really scary. And I don't want to really live in a world where I'm scared that, like, floods are going to be coming and that the weather is going to be, like, when I look at the window, I'm not going to see blue skies. I'm just going to see, like, all this crazy rain or heat waves. And I mean, maybe it's just because of my imagination. Maybe it might not be that bad, but the thing is, it might be this bad. Now, these problems are not the only problems global warming does. They do many, many, many others, but I would be sitting here all day. Two main problems that, like, affect global warming are car pollution and factory pollution. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, but, like, I can't really stop driving car because I kind of live far away from my school, and also, like, electric cars are really expensive, and I completely agree with you. Like, electric cars are really expensive. You can do a lot of things. You can ride a bicycle, which is really fun. You can walk, you can ride a scooter, or, okay, I understand most people live far away from, like, their school or their home, but you can take the tube also. Now, okay, I'm gonna sound kind of stupid, but I didn't know the tube was electric until recently. That my dad told me that the tube was electric. I thought the tube wasn't electric. I don't know how it ran, but I was just like, it's not electric. It's not. I'm not saying completely stop using a car. I'm not saying completely stop using a car, but I'm just saying on some days just take the tube or ride a scooter or just ride a bicycle, so that will make a difference. And not only it will affect global warming pollution, but pollution affects us. It affects us all. For example, in Beijing, oh my god, in China, it's so bad. It's getting kind of ridiculous now because, look at these clouds. People have to wear masks in order to go to the corner shop. They have to wear masks in order to go to the cinema, to not suffocate and to not get lung disease. And the people that have asthma or a lung disease finds it very difficult to live in those conditions because some of them have to move because of this, because they can't breathe and they're finding it really difficult to breathe and they have to move. Now, this does not only affect China, it also affects everybody. Everybody. Not only China. China has the worst, but I'm not saying it's the only one that has pollution. Madrid, when it's really hot, I came there in Christmas. I normally come there in Christmas to visit my family. But when it gets really hot, the pollution accumulates and you can actually see this brown cloud in the distance. And the first time I saw it, my dad explained that it was pollution, I was like, what? What? I was like, hold up. I thought Madrid was, like, clean because I can't see it. But you can see it. When it's really hot in Madrid, you can see it. And the temperatures in Madrid are rising too, which is kind of bad because it's already dry. So it's, like, rising even more. And, like, even though it's hot there, it's rising even more. And people are kind of like, oh my god, it's so hot. And this is getting into our lungs. And even though we're lucky enough to not have that much pollution, and we're actually doing something. We're actually sometimes stopping the traffic, stopping some cars from going, but there's still pollution everywhere. So I just wanted to raise a note about this, about global warming, and about what actions we're doing to create global warming, and what happens. And even though some people know, some people don't. Some people don't realize how bad the situation is and what their actions are doing. unconsciously. Some people are like, oh yeah, well, it's global warming, what can I do? They don't really know the actions they can do in this, how bad the situation is. So I just wanted to make this video to tell people to, like, give them to give them a notice to say, hey, it is a problem and we need to do something to fix this. So I just wanted to make this video because of that. But in my next video, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a video about plastic, because plastic is also becoming an issue, and it's actually really, oh, it's so sad what plastic can do. But I might be doing it in my next video, or in my next video. And I'm so sorry, this is a sad video. I don't normally do sad videos. Don't think I'm like this YouTuber that does like these sad videos. Like, so my life is a mess. So, can you notice the sound quality is really better, and you can hear me loud, because I've noticed that when I use headphones and I record things, so sometimes I record like songs and stuff, and I sing stuff, there's a microphone over here so you can hear me better. So guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel and join the crazy family of Tatiana's Anime Facts. Even though we have 6 subscribers, but it's okay. It's okay, because our family is strong. Our family is crazy and strong. And I love you guys so much. Mwah.